Curly Susie here, and I'm here today with my first ever What I Ate Wednesday video. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through everything I eat from the time I wake up until the time I'm going to bed tonight. And just so you know, this video is for anybody who is just busy. You don't have to be a mom, but just if you work and you're busy and you need some ideas for snacks that you can have and healthy meals, hopefully this video will give you some ideas. Now, just a little disclaimer, I don't follow any particular diet, so I don't follow any type of strict diet or anything like that. I don't count my calories. I'm just aware of my portion sizes, and I do eat healthy, and I do eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. So, this is not the best shape I've ever been in my entire life. I actually competed in fitness competitions, like even up to 2 years ago. Actually, no, 3 years ago, we're gonna say. And I'm gonna post a couple pictures here right now. So like, for those shows, I would have followed a super strict diet and achieved kind of that look with the abs and everything. But that is not maintainable, well, not for me anyway, for all year round for the rest of my life. It's just not. It's just too strict. And I would say that the calories that I was consuming, like the amount would be like on the unhealthy side. And it doesn't really save room for treats and going out to eat with your family and having cake and things like that. So my diet that I follow now is just more of an average, effortless diet. And I've managed to maintain a good weight, I think, for myself that I'm comfortable with, that I feel good in my clothes. I feel like my stomach is nice and flat, although I don't have like abs or anything like that, and I just feel healthy. So anyway, I hope you enjoy following me along today, and I hope that you get some good snack and meal ideas. Bye. Okay, the first thing that I do is I have this big mason jar full of water and lemons, and I have a giant glass or jar bottle full of water. My fridge is a disaster, and it's still dark in here, so I have to apologize for the video quality. And this is really good for digestion too, to drink water on an empty stomach. So I have this, and then I have my breakfast. I take my prenatal vitamin with my breakfast, and I make a coffee. Okay, it's not even 6:30 a.m. and I'm just about to throw my breakfast together. It only takes like less than 5 minutes, and I normally eat pretty much the same thing every single day. I'm gonna have some oatmeal and just cut up a little bit of fruit that I have left over, so some bananas and some raspberries, but I honestly just put in whatever I have. Like sometimes I'll only have apple or something like that. And I'm gonna add cinnamon and about a teaspoon of brown sugar, and then I'm gonna scramble 2 eggs. So there's my oatmeal, and as you can see, I loaded it up with cinnamon. I love cinnamon. And I have some scrambled eggs with just a little bit of pepper on them, another giant jar of water, and a black coffee. Now, I don't always drink my coffee black, but I'm going to the gym today, and I have a feeling it's going to be a 2 coffee day, so my second coffee I'll most likely put some cream and sugar in it. Okay, it's almost 9 a.m. and I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. I'm going to have a pre-workout snack. I'm going to have this rice cake with natural peanut butter on it, and probably about like this much melon, like 6 pieces of melon. And that's just enough food to give me some energy before I exercise. It's not too heavy. It's not going to make me feel tired or bloated or anything like that. And I'm getting some sugar and carbohydrates and protein. Okay, I'm back from the gym, and I ran like a couple errands, and I'm just gonna make a quick smoothie. All I'm putting in it is cashew milk, frozen raspberries, frozen vegetables. I know that sounds weird. Avocado and some spinach. I want to eat something so that I don't get too hungry and then eat something like unhealthy, like a sugary granola bar or crackers, or one of the other things that I tend to reach for if I'm not full enough. This is something that I have for lunch a lot, or breakfast, but normally lunch. And it's going to seem complicated, but it really only takes me like 5 minutes to make. I call this the kitchen sink omelet, and I always start with not this. Normally I just have regular old basmati rice or brown rice, like leftover rice in the fridge. We eat rice for supper a lot, and I just keep it in Tupperware containers in the fridge. This rice actually has lentils and quinoa and different grains in it. And it was just a package that I bought in the health food section of the grocery store. It wasn't an instant package. It was just a package with the dried lentils and quinoa and stuff right in with the rice. So I had some of this left over, and then I just have spinach, a green pepper, tomato. I have like 2 mushrooms left, if you can see them. Oh, there's 3. And a couple of eggs. I'm just going to chop everything up. I'm going to put it in my pan. I have a little bit of oil in the pan. I don't cook with olive oil, or coconut oil, which is what a lot of people who are trying to eat healthy think that they should cook with, but they're actually unstable. So when you heat them up past a certain degrees, or if you cook with them for a long period of time, they actually convert into a trans fat. I'm just going to do this for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then the spinach is going to get soft and shrink up, and then I'll throw my eggs in. This is a good way to get rid of little scraps of vegetables that you have in the fridge that sometimes I find we end up throwing out. Okay, so here's the final result, and I just shredded like a tiny bit of cheddar cheese on the top and put a blob of salsa on it. But if that doesn't float your boat, you can always put like just salt and pepper on it, or I used to take like a tiny bit of soy sauce and put that in with it just to give it a little extra flavor. But this is my lunch. It's super filling, and with this I'm going to have like a huge glass of water and a small apple. Okay, this is my lazy supper. I'm actually just having leftovers. I'm having ground turkey balls that I made last night. It's just ground turkey. I put oatmeal in it, 1 egg and some spices. And I'm having brown rice and vegetables that I already cooked yesterday. So again, the veggies are a little limp. But I'm just going to heat this up, and I'll have like a little bit of Thai sauce or maybe some Dave's hot sauce with it. And I have my giant glass of water. Now my typical supper is normally chicken and like some giant salad and maybe a few pieces of sweet potato or something like that. But again, like I said, I'm being completely lazy today, and I don't like wasting food, so I'm going to eat these leftovers. So technically I'm not eating this today, but it's the end of the day, and so I'm kind of starting the process again of having food ready for tomorrow. So I'm just making some chicken. I just put some thyme, cumin, and poultry seasoning on it. Normally I use panko and like make my own shake and bake with spices, but I don't have any of that, so it's just gonna have to be chicken with spices. And then I actually eat my chicken plain, and I'll give Jeff some kind of sauce to take with him in his lunch, like Dave's hot sauce or something like that. So now I'm going to just make some brown basmati rice. So then I'll just put this in some Tupperware containers in the fridge, and then I'll have chicken and rice and vegetables to use to make other lunches and suppers tomorrow and the next day.